What's up, y'all? What's cracking? Appreciate you guys coming out again. This is another show. This is another Art of Sound show. I appreciate you guys for coming out. This is a live show. We do this every Thursday, but today happens to be Friday. Couldn't do it yesterday. On Thursday, had some things that popped up. But anyway, today's focus is in EDM music, all right? Electronic style music here in front of us. We're working on a TV Cue, and like I've been telling you guys in the last few videos, the focus is just showing you guys what I'm currently working on as I work to release this actual cue for TV production. So I'm working on the live music. So it's, I had some shows where I showed you guys some things just for the video purposes or whatever. This is actually like something that I am actually working on and will be sending pretty shortly. So as usual, I must let you guys know that I have several courses available for you guys. So if you're looking to enhance in your music production, I break things down. I kind of go step by step, showing you guys some of the techniques and some of the just things I've learned over the years. I have a degree in music production from Full Sail University. I like to think that I know just a little bit about music production, but that's not to say that I'm this big dude. I know everything, because I myself is still learning, and I bump my head plenty of times. And I'll show you guys that on my show all the time. I'll run across things and I have no clue what it is or what I'm doing, but it makes it feel good when I do that with my friends. You guys are my friends, and you guys show me things as well. I'm showing you guys things and you guys show me things, so I definitely appreciate that. But we're gonna jump in a little further. I am working inside of Studio 1.3. All right, so not to get things twisted, it doesn't matter what DAW that you are using, the concept is still the same. So the ideas and tips and tricks or whatever the case may be, they all are universal. Just music production in general, period. You know what I mean? So it's not like you have to have Studio One in order to follow what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Just, I do that a lot myself. Like, even though I love Studio One, I'm still looking at guys that's working inside of Ableton. I'm looking at guys working inside of Pro Tools, because the things that they are sharing are still great knowledge. You know what I mean? It's still great tools to learn, and you take that back and convert that into what you're doing. So, that's pretty much how I do it and take away from it or whatever. But I so happen to be working inside of Studio 1.3 here, and I love it. I love it. I keep getting questions every time I do this. Ever since I purchased the Ares 5s here, I love them. I love them. That's all I can really say about them. If you're looking for something kind of bang a little harder, you might want to add on a subwoofer with what you have. But if you don't have that type of money, then you might want to go with the E8s. These are the E5s, a little smaller, and I purchased these so I can focus a little bit on vocals, when mixing vocals. And these are really good reference monitors in my opinion. That's what I'm using them for. I do plan on purchasing the Scepters pretty soon, so you guys gonna also see that addition to the studio. Don't worry, it'll be here. All right, so in the production world here, I also continue to get a lot of questions about using Maschine with Studio One. So I'm not able to show you guys my Maschine here, things I'm doing, but I can try to explain as much as I can. But I have my Maschine running next to me. I have it as a plugin as well. So yeah. So as far as this EDM stuff, I had to bring in the big boy. All right. All right, so you guys know I've released a couple of tutorials showing you guys how to route from Maschine, inside of Maschine here, and I also have a template available on the website as well. If you guys want to grab that, there's a template that I made that show you guys how to route each pad. All right, there's 16 pads. All right, and then you can inside of Studio One here, you can pull up 16 MIDI tracks in corresponding to the machine here, and you can input MIDI on each track. But that's not what we're focusing on right now. I decided to use good old Maschine like a plugin, like I'm used to. I like it like that. It's great that I can toggle between both, using it as multi-output or just using it as a plugin alone, you know what I mean? But I like, some people may not like that, but I dig the workflow. Now, working inside a Maschine here is definitely a different workhorse. I will say that it's not linear. It's not like working in Studio One. It's definitely a different thing. So in terms of that, if I can explain that better, like I always say to everybody, Maschine consists of strings and patterns, right? And it will continue to loop until you tell it to do otherwise. Inside a Maschine, Studio One, playing from one, it will just play all the way out until whatever. But I got my Maschine routed, okay? So this is my first 8 bars right here. And in Maschine, I have my first 8 bars right here. And then I have my pattern 2 doing something. Well, it's doing essentially the same thing, but it's a different pattern. Because if you notice right quick, it was like a cutout right there. And I'm leaving this for like a fill-in or something to bring back in more instrumentation later on. So, that's what I have going on right there. But yeah. So if I click on pattern 1, as you can see, the 8.4 right here at the 8th bar, the 4th count or the 4th beat, there's nothing there. That's the first time around. And I could actually label that as intro just to be, descriptive, better. You can see what's going on a little bit better. And I highly recommend labeling everything. It just makes it a whole lot better, especially inside a Maschine. You can get sidetracked real quick if everything says pattern. You know what I mean? Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3. It's just it's a bit. It's a lot. All right, so my scene 2. I don't know. I name it instruments. So, and this is very helpful when you looking on your Maschine. When you toggling between pattern and scene mode, you can actually see what you labeled, and it just helps you better, find where everything is or what everything is, in my opinion. All right, so inside of my Maschine, I want to do that. I added a 3rd pattern. I don't want to add a 3rd pattern yet. We still working on scene 2 or the next 8 bars. So we're gonna get out of pattern mode, and I'm gonna go. So I guess I'll tell you so far. I got a kick. This is some type of clap. That's another clap, and I just so happen to be working inside of Electric Vice. This is the name of the kit. It's Electric Vice here. All right, so I'm gonna go for a hat sound, so I have an idea of what I want to do. So we're gonna go for a hat like that. That's pretty cool. Now I will say this. This is something I always get to. King, or how do I get the navigation function to work? The navigation. Well, sorry, not to get navigation. I don't know what I'm thinking. The transport functions on the Maschine to work with Studio One. If you are working like this in plug-in mode, you really can't do that. It's not a way that you can do that There might be a way. I knew of a way to do it when the MK1 was out. There was something for the 1.8 version that you can do that with, but I'm totally fine with controlling play and stop with dedicated functions, the dedicated transport functions for Studio One. I'm okay with that. I'm cool. I don't have a real. It would be nice if I can control everything from my machine. That way, if I'm working, it'll just be like a ongoing thing and control from Studio One. There may be a way. I'm telling you. I'm not going to tell you that there's not a way, but I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe some of you guys that's looking at this video later, you can probably point me in that direction. But as of right now, it's not something that's out of the box. It doesn't come like that. All right. Let's undo that. I'm gonna turn back on my so I'm gonna change. And I'm working with note repeat in Maschine Studio. I'm changing the resolution so that I can just plug them in without doing it manually. That's a good thing about note repeat. I guess I'm gonna do it like that. All right. So I'm gonna come back for. Nope. Let me see something. All right, I think I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm about to actually play that out. That's not what I'm trying to do. And the reason why is because my resolution is all wrong. Let me go back. I got triplets going on. I got 16 triplets going, but the internal, or should I say, the default, the overall, is recording at straight 116, and I need to change that to. Okay. All right, so okay. I'm gonna just take these and clear those and just do it again. Here we go. I'm gonna add this one note right here. Yeah. And what I also like doing, I'll mix. Some guys like to export everything out, but I'll mix everything in the machine as well. Stereo. So I just, turn that down a little bit and pan it, and I'm cool with that. All right, cool. So we're gonna roll with that. We're gonna say that. Always remember to say your work. All right. So we're working with Omnisphere. I'm getting some synth action going on. Omnisphere is a beast. I love it a lot. I love it. Now, like I told you guys before, what I like to do is I like to we're gonna extend that out some. I like to bounce down everything. And this is, to me, it's helpful because on this computer I have a lot of things on this computer that I don't have on my laptop. And so therefore I like to continue working on some of the stuff on the road. So, I don't have, and the same for my laptop. I got stuff on my laptop that I don't have available for this computer. So, definitely don't want to be limited. All right, so I'm gonna leave that right there. Another one I like working with is Synth Master. So I get pretty much all of my synth action going on from Omnisphere and Synth Master. And Mai Tai, I get a lot of things going on in the stock plugin as well. But and then Massive is another one that I love using. So I pretty much use them all. A Reactor is another one, but something, for some reason I can't get some of my instruments to play right due to whatever Native Instruments is doing right now. Guess they'll fix that later, but I'm pretty much cool with what I have going on right now. We're gonna see what else we could find. Kind of fill up. That's pretty cool. know, I try to find cool things. Right here, I think I might want to do a transition. Probably not that sound. All right. I think that's how I came in. Okay. I think that's, yeah. Yeah, let me change this to triplet. That's how we are doing things here. See if I can change that. Yep. Simple as that. So this particular sound does not need to be like in your face. It just needs to sit up under. I do a lot of stacking, make things thicker. I'll delete that one. All right, so as usual, we're gonna bounce that down. All right, so that's our bass right there. And we're gonna come back to this track and right there, I'm thinking about changing up the whole track, like switch the vibe right there. Yeah. So this is where I go to a new scene. First of all, I'm gonna duplicate this scene and then I'm gonna just go to another pattern. Don't do something totally different. So I'm not gonna keep the pattern. I'll go to a new pattern. So probably should have showed you guys how that looks. So far, this is what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna just name that switch. Switch the beat up a little bit. I'm also label the pattern that as well, so I'll know, and I can see that on my machine as well, so it helps me understand what's going on. All right, so I think what I want to do here, I'm on the pattern mode. I'm thinking I'm gonna duplicate this bass line right here just to give me inspiration. I may change the bass line. I'm not 100% positive as to how I'm gonna do it yet. We're gonna go with that. Something like that. Let's come back a little bit more. I'll do that. Okay. I need to switch my resolution back. That's why. Everything came in all crappy. So let's do this over. Clear that. All right. Dang. So it wasn't the resolution. Do that again. Totally not in the right menu. I mean, window. Sounds right. We're gonna go for sub. I'm in battery now. Battery for Miami. I'm in Miami 8. I don't know if you guys can see that. If you guys got any questions, you feel free to ask. This is a live show via YouTube, and you can definitely click on the video and ask your questions. If you have any questions, you can ask them live. I see some questions coming in other places. I'd rather it come through YouTube because I can see it like bam. I don't have to search over like 5 different websites. All right, so when doing stuff like this, I'm getting ready to tune. It's actually a kick. It's in the kick section, but it's actually a bass. It's a tune. You can tune the kick or tune the bass to get that 808. You know, I just happen to be working with the Miami 8, which is actually in the kick category. But I love the way it sounds, and I'm going to work with this here. And instead of using my pads, I'm gonna go ahead and just. I have to be on the Maschine channel itself. And when working with this stuff, by default, it's like a one shot. I need to change it to ADSR. This one came in too late. So I'm gonna leave that right there, and I'm gonna come back. Let's get these 32s, triplets too. All right, here we go. Let's change this. All right. Had a minor glitch there. I don't know what happened. But let's see. See what's going on. Thinking about no, wrong instrument. There we go. I was just thinking the hat should come in. That's better. If we can get a I have another kick on here, another kit called Laser Die. We're gonna go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dennis, what's up? What's up? Dennis is in the house. That's one thing I hate, is for everything to peak. I knew it sounded. Yeah. I don't want anything to peak. That's not the goal here. All right, so right now we at about 36 seconds. I'm probably gonna make this about a minute. So you guys just entered my zone. I'm just trying to think, I'm just trying to think of what I want to do, and as well as be productive and try to explain everything the best way I could, because I know I am streaming, and sometimes I'll like be very quiet and trying to figure out what I'm doing, and while I'm thinking at the same time. I don't want to be rude to you guys and just, just a little process going on. Not supposed to be in bass. I'm looking for something. So let's see. Thinking about putting strings there. So the bass line, sometimes I gotta do this. I gotta go to the beginning, and when I'm coming up with this stuff, what I try to do is stay within the whole idea, concept, if that makes any sense. I don't want the second part to be so different from what I was doing before that it sounds like a total different song. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. I dig that. Don't want to be all the way in the beginning. Okay. Means I gotta do that all over. Let me check into my let's see if I go to quarter note. Let's see what happens. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I'm gonna be honest, because that's what I do. I like to be honest and let you guys know what's going on. I don't really care for the MIDI input in Studio One. I feel like it don't catch me right away. Now Maschine Studio, when you put stuff in there, you definitely have to be close to the grid as possible, but it's not as bad as Maschine. So I'm gonna throw that out there. I don't really care for the MIDI. You know, the MIDI has to be like really perfect, like spot on, in order for everything to be really perfect. And then when you quantize it afterwards, it locks to what it thinks your closest note. So by then, it's like you're sort of way off by then. That's just my opinion. I'm probably gonna end up changing the bass line too. Now I was in triplet. It's funny because being in the straight mode. Let me explain that to you guys, in case you guys don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so up here, straight, triplet, quintole, I believe, and septole. These are the different resolution modes you can be in. So on my machine, being in triplet, it works for what I was doing. And here, I tried doing that. It didn't work. I had to go to the straight mode. So it's like, wow, kind of crazy. But anyway, there is one thing I do like. You know, it's like one of those give or take things. You know, it just depends on what's going on. While I mentioned to you guys what I didn't too much care for, there is something that picks it up, that picks up that slack, because I do like the fact that I could take each note right here and I can adjust really quickly, like take the edge of it, and all I have to do is hit my command button. And I'm on a Mac. I'm not sure what that command, you know, or what that, you know, the key you need to hit on your computer if you're working on a PC, but I can get the length exactly the same across everything I just did, like that. And so now I think I want to extend it out just a little bit, just a tad bit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really feeling this as of yet, because I'm still deciding where I want to go with this. And I'm adding everything else as far as the chords and all that good stuff later on. I will show you guys this track. I'll probably upload it on SoundCloud. I don't know. I'm not sure. I probably will do that. To, probably will upload the link in the description here once I'm done with this, so you guys can see or hear. Or I may just come on again and do like a whole nother tutorial or as to everything that I did and how I did it a little later on. But I just want to show you guys what I'm working on, and you know, the progression of where we're going with this here. So I hope you guys learned something. Probably didn't learn that much because yeah, you know, yeah, well. So that's the process. That's the process of what's going on. And if you guys got any questions, feel free, let me know. Like I say, I have courses available on other stuff, and those a little bit more, you know, everything is more structured, you know, that way. I have a course available for music production if you just want to. And the very first one I did, how to produce a song, was in Logic. So I don't know if I have any Logic people on here that's looking at this video. You know, if you're looking for something specifically for Logic, but like I say, it doesn't matter what DAW you in. It's all, the knowledge is really all universal. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. But most of everything I've done as far as tutorials on my website is all done inside of Studio One 3. All right. So I'm going to continue working on this track, and I'm gonna get back with you guys because I'm still undecided as to what I want to do, and I'm going to play with the sounds and see what sparks my interest or whatever. Yeah, and you know, it takes a while. You know, I could have definitely knocked this out, but when I do music production, guys, I don't go in and try to. I'm not the one. It's not about how fast. I mean, it's definitely about speed and how fast you can do things. But when you talk about quality production, it, to me, it's a little bit more than just putting stuff in. You know, I try to think about what I'm gonna do, and I want it to make sense. And at the same time, I want to sound different from everybody else. So when doing that, and then your track has to also make sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going with this and anything else that I do. But anyway, that is all of my time. I have to definitely get back to work because I have a deadline or whatever. I'm gonna continue working on this, and like I say, I may have a description in the description, the link available for you guys of the finished product, and or I may do another video. I am Ellip. I love it's always the end of the show, people decide they want to say things. Dennis. Sounds good so far. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna complete it, and then I'm gonna show you guys at a later time. All right. I'm Ellip once again, and visit the website ksound.com. Make sure you subscribe. I try to send out emails every time I go live or have something pretty cool I want to share with you guys. So make sure you subscribe your email to the list that pops up on the website. And I will be back here next Thursday. All right. Hope you guys come back out and hang with me next Thursday. All right. Not sure what the topic is going to be, but we're going to talk about something. All right. See y'all then. Music is art. You are the artist. Paint your picture.